Hello everyone, how are you all? Today we are going to see the difference between the list and arrays in Python, how to delete the element from the list in the Python, and
Let's see how to delete or remove element from a list. We can delete one or more items from a list using the del keyword. It can even delete the list entirely. So we are having three methods total to delete an item from a list. One is a clear method, second is a pop method, and third one is a remove method. The clear method will empty a list. Pop method will remove and return the last element if the index is not provided. This helps us to implement a list as a stack, that is first till last out. The third method is the remove method. The first occurrence of the element with the specified value will going to be deleted. Now let's see how to implement these methods on a list. First we need to create a list. ML is equals to, suppose that we have created a list of the items of character. So every character must be enclosed in the single quote and separated by the comma. So let's see here A, comma, B, comma, C, comma, D, comma, E. We have made a list of 5 elements. After that, what we are going to do, sorry, there is an error. After that, we are going to delete the first element of a list. So what I will write the del keyword, del ml, list name, and then after that, provide the index value, whatever is the index value. Suppose that if it is a first index, so I will write the 1, and which element is going to be deleted? The element B is going to be deleted from the list because the first index indicates the B element. As you know that the list starts with 0, so it will delete the B element, right? If you want to see that the list again, you need to use the print function. Print function will print the list element, right? You can see here B is not there, only 4 elements are there, A, C, D, E. Now I am going to tell you how to delete the multiple items from a list with the help of a range, right? So again you need to write the del keyword, and then after that write the list name along with the list index. So I want the value of first index, and then after first index, second index, and third index will going to be deleted. So I will mention here 0:3. So it will delete the A, C, and D, right? Let's see. Again you need to print the element of a list. So again use the print ML list, and then after only E is left here. I hope the concept of del function must be clear to you, and clear will clear the list. Now if I will use the clear function, so clear will do what? Clear will empty a list. I need to just write the name ml.clear. Now you can see that all the element of the list is deleted, and if you will print the ml, it will print nothing because there is no element is left. List is empty now. How you can use the pop method? Again you need to just mention the list name, and then after that with the index value of the pop you can use that. Like if you want to delete the second element, so you will use ml.pop, and inside the function brackets you have to write the name of the index, like it's a first index, second index, third index, whatever is there you can write. Suppose that I am just writing here second list, L2 is equals to 11, 12, 13, 14, 13, 14, and then after that I am just writing L2 dot pop, and I want to delete 12. So what index I will pass over there? Then I will pass first, right? The L2 will going to be deleted the second first element, and then after that it will print the list. If you will print it L2, what will remain left? That is 11, 13, and 14. I hope that method must be clear to you, that functions of del, remove, and pop. Now there are more methods are there: append function, extend function, insert function. There is a difference between append and extend function. Append function will do what? Append function will only add the one element. Extend function will going to add multiple element. Insert function we are going to use when we know that the index value at particular index if we want to add something. Remove, pop, clear. I hope must be clear to you. Index is used to check the basically element where it is available. It will return the index of the first matched item, right? Then after that the count function is there. Now how you are going to count it, how you are going to use it? L2 dot count, list name dot function name and then function brackets. After that you will be able to see the output of that L2 dot count. List name that is L2 dot count. Sorry, by mistake again and again in the same spot. Okay, you have to mention the basically element that you want to check how many times particular element appear. So if I will mention here 11, so it will mention how many times the 11 come. So it will come one time. Here it is only one time, so it will mention only one. Sort is used to sort the list. Reverse will do the order of the items in a list in a reverse order, and copy is used to copy the elements from a list. Other list operations are also available to check that whether the particular member belongs to a particular list or not. So that for that you have to use the membership operator, that is in and not in. Basically in operator is used to check whether that element belongs to that list or not, and not in is used to just opposite of that. So if I want to check that whether the 11 is related to the list LQ or not, so what I will write, print 11 in L2. So what it will print? It will give you either true or false. So it is giving me true. That's why it means that 11 is present in my list. If I will check for 15, 15 is present in my list. No, 15 is not there. 15 in L2. So what it will give you? It will give you false result because 15 is not in L2, right? Something I have it. That is L2. Again right here, print 15 in L2. That is false, right? That by mistake there I have written 12. That's why it is showing me the error. And not in will do the opposite of in operator. Now there are one more concept, that how you are going to iterate through a list. So you can use the for loop, as in previous class also you have learned the loop in the Python. Here you are using the for loop if you want to iterate the item of a list one by one. If you want to visit item of a list one by one, you can use that. Suppose that if I am making a list of an item and a loop variable that is shoot in, basically we have created a one list of the element that is apple, then comma, banana, then comma, mango, and then after we have made this list, loop will always end with semicolon, and then right here print. Every time what it will print? It will print the name of a fruit, whatever it will visit, right? So you can see the output. First it is printed here apple, then banana, then mango. Next concept is Python array. What is array? An array is a data structure that can contain or hold a fixed number of elements that are of same Python data type. In list, we are storing a data item, data, different data type. It can be integer, it can be a basically character, it can be a string type, it can be float type. But in array, when you are creating an array of items, that must be either in the integer type or it will be the float type. The element of one type of array must be there in one time, right? So that must be clear to you. An array is composed of element as an index. Index in an array is a location where the element resides. All the elements have their respective indexes, as in the list is there, and the index of an array always starts with 0 as the same as in the basically list. Element and index. Element is an item which you want to store, and index is what? Index is a location where you want to store the basically that numbers. Firstly, you need to understand again this thing that a list is a use to collect the items that usually consist of elements of multiple data type. An array contains several items of the same data type. So that is the firstly main difference between the list and array. Now how to create an array? The array is containing the two things as a parameter. First is a type code and the second thing is a initializer. First is a type code. The value of the type code, it can be I or it can be D. Learn this thing. Either the value of type code is I or D. I for integer, D for float, and the initializer is the basically list of the item which you want to store on inside the array. So let's see one example how to create array in Python. Click on file and new file, and then after that write here import array as ARR. You can give any name here, and then after A is equals to ARR dot array, right? Because you are here using the array, so you have to write that. Then after that the function bracket. Here I am writing the D because we are using the float data type items, and then D must be enclosed in the single quote and separated with the comma. Now we have to mention this the initializers value. Initializers are the value type of float because the value of type code is here float type, that is D type. So value can be any 1.1, 1.2, 1.5, 1.6. It depends on your choice, but that type must be same. The data type must be same in the list of the item, right? So we have done. Now we have created one array. Now I will print the value of the array. We have made this array. I will save this program. I will execute that. Firstly, I need to save that program arra.py, right? Then after that, click on the run module. Once it will be run, it will show you the output array of D type. D means float type, and the elements are 1.1, 1.2, 1.5, 1.6, whatever you have mentioned here, it will come here. Now how to access the elements of an array which you have made. To access the elements of an array, we are also using the same index type as we have done there. So the first element will be there in the first element will be there in the A of 0. Where will be first element reside? A of 0. Second will be A of 1. Third will be A of 2. Right. Again save that. You will see the output. Just check the output 1.1, 1.2. Now I hope the concept of creating an array and accessing the array elements must be clear. Next concept is slicing of array elements. How to do the slicing? The slicing concept is same. You have to mention the start value, you have to mention the end value, and it will print that value. Suppose that if I am writing here print A of slicing starts with any of the numbers. Suppose that second index I want till the fourth one. I will do put the column there. I will just add one more big bracket, and then after I will close this print function, run the module, and you will see that it will show you the elements that are array A D 1.5, 1.6 because we have made. To access the elements of an array, we are also using the same index type as we have done there. So the first element will be there in the A of 0. Where will be first element reside? A of 0. Second will be A of 1. Third will be A of 2. Right. Again save that. You will see the output. Just check the output 1.1, 1.2.
I hope the concept must be clear to you. So complete the book exercise ABC part in your book and worksheet also.